Alright, right after the fucking IKF news, this happened. Even though obviously this is bigger than the fucking IKF news. The Broncos have benched Russell Wilson for the next 2 games. So he didn't get hurt, I guess, or whatever. Yeah, are they gonna trade him or release him this offseason? I don't know. Are they gonna cut ties with Russell Wilson? I don't know. Looking back this season, Russell Wilson had a good season. He did have a good season, but in the big games, like the Texans game, like the game against the Lions, like this game against the Patriots, he shat the bed. The team shat the bed, and they couldn't win the big game to get him in the playoff spot. If this wouldn't happen, if we won against the Patriots, he wouldn't have gotten benched. If we beat the Texans, he wouldn't have gotten benched. Beating the Redskins, he would have gotten benched. Beat the Jets, he wouldn't have gotten benched. If we beat the fucking Raiders, he wouldn't have gotten benched. So Jared Stidham is now the starting quarterback for the Broncos. I gotta look at his numbers. What did he do with the Raiders the last few? Yes, last year. I know he had that fucking game against the Niners. Uh, Jared Stidham. Yeah, Jared Stidham, Kentucky boy. Yeah. So, the Broncos have nothing to lose really. These last games. Um, the Broncos have nothing to lose. Again, they're paying Stidham some money. The season's lost basically. They need Buffalo to lose to the Patriots and lose to the they need fucking they're 5% away from a postseason spot. So yeah, with the Raiders, what he played what 5 games with the Raiders, 5 games with the Raiders, 4 touchdowns, 3 picks. Yeah, the Patriots, yeah, whatever. But his last few preseason games, he did pretty good with us. Um, Outside of his first one, there's nothing to lose. We're gonna see Jared Stidham versus Easton Stick. You know, play the WrestleMania song. Voices in your head, na 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 na, telling me to listen. Yeah, telling me why. Yeah, that shit. That's what we're hearing. Um, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. We'll see how Stidham does. Colby's boy will be starting this Sunday. He'll be playing against the Chargers and his old team, the Raiders. So hopefully a Stidham Revenge game at the end of the year. Um, it's at least it gives us something different. We'll see what happens, how he plays. I don't know. If he struggles, it can't go back to Russ. You know, if they're struggling at halftime, are they gonna put Russ back in? It's gonna be fucking awkward. So I don't know what they're gonna do. You know, we'll see what happens. What Stidham does. It's gonna give him a look. Let's see if you move on from Russell Wilson, you trade him or release him, and you draft a quarterback, or you move on with Stidham for a year as a bridge. Because you know, we'll see if Stidham can fit the system better than Russell Wilson. Stidham is younger. He's 27. He's not like old, but you know, he's 6 years younger than Russell Wilson. So, that's all I gotta say. What's your thoughts in the comments, Broncos country? Russell Wilson's benched. Is it deserved? Yes, because we lost all these big games, and you know, at the end of the day, it goes on the quarterback. You know, um, and I'm not gonna shit on Russell Wilson. This year, he played solid. He gave it his all. It's just he lost a lot of big games. We lost a lot of big games, and there's consequences, man. And we'll see what happens in the offseason. I think this tells us that they may move on from Russell Wilson. I don't know, man. He got benched. Last game, he didn't even play as bad as, you know, the game against the Texans or the game against the Lions or that game against the Chiefs. But, you know, that's what happens, man. I wish Russell Wilson the best if we trade him, but it's Jared Stidham season. Stidham. Let's go. I'm riding with fucking Jared Stidham. He's my quarterback now. That's all I gotta say. Peace.